Legends North American Expansion Tournament. I'm Devin, Pyrotechnics Young, joined by the one and only Aiden Zyrene Moon. How are you doing today, man?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm really excited to see what teams bring it today and who can make it to that next round to get a little closer to the LCS.
Absolutely, and what a coincidence. I'm pretty excited too. Today's matches should be absolutely off the charts. Excellent stuff coming out, but we have to talk a little bit about the format before we get going into those.
Yeah, so first up, I want to talk about this. Originally, there were supposed to be 15 teams, and we'll get into a little bit more of that later. There are 13 teams here, and one team makes it out of each group, and there are 4 groups present in this. And at first, it's single elimination, best of 3s. And then you make it to the double elimination round after you win and get into that third round. And that is double elimination, best of 5s. And then out of all of those teams, out of the 13 that show up, 2 of them make it into the LCS for the spring 2015 season.
Absolutely. So, getting into the bracket stage of all of that, of course, we'll check out what the games are going to be up for today, for this weekend, and for next weekend as well, to see what teams will possibly be going on into those later online portion. So, getting into the bracket stages, we have in Group A, Zenith Esports will be taking on Final 5. The winner will go off to face against Complexity Black. That is the Complexity, for the most part, that you know and love.
Yeah, and then the Complexity that's not for the most part is in Group B. It's Complexity White and Monster Kittens, and the winner of that takes on Curse Academy, who got a first-round bye from losing in the LCS promotion tournament.
Yep, and then of course over in Group C, it is our only full bracket. It is going to be Team Coast taking on Call Gaming. The winner of that match will face off against the winner of Team LolPro and Fission Esports.
And Team Coast Gaming didn't get a first-round bye because they didn't have their majority 3 of the 5 members that were in the LCS promotion tournament, so they had to go back to the ranked 5s ladder and requalify. They did end up getting number 1, so they're in a really good spot regardless. And so moving on to Group D, we're going to see Enemy Esports versus Noble Truth, and then Team Fusion is waiting for them, not because of a bye, but because of a walkover. Team Confusion ended up forfeiting to them.
Just to add a little bit more confusion at the end of the day, so they will be kind of mysterious for just a little while. People have been talking about them.
Might be a little bit more clarity, though, because you don't have as many games, so it's not as confusing, but obviously they hurt themselves in confusion and knocked themselves out of the tournament.
Well, I heard you snap out after a couple of turns of that, but we'll be getting ready to start off our first game pretty soon, but we want to talk about today's schedule as well. So, first 3 matches, they are best of 3, single elimination. You win, and you keep on going. You're out, and you have to go home. It is going to be Zenith Esports taking on Final 5.
And that's Complexity White versus Monster Kittens.
Of course, after that, it is Coast taking on Call Gaming. All right, and we're getting ready to get into Champ Select pretty soon, but before we do that, actually, I think we are about to get into Champ Select.
Yeah, we are. It's going to be the first
solid
game of the day. It's Zenith versus the Final 5. And now